Fortnite Save the World is actually getting some new content. This is crazy times. Hello, I'm CammyG, and welcome back to our Fortnite Save the World videos. As you can see, we have the new sidekicks. I've got my Peely boy there at the bottom. We've given him some spots. We've given him some spots. And crazily enough, you can actually use this in Save the World at the same time as Battle Royale. Like, we got this at the same time as Battle Royale, which is honestly so rare. Usually with things that, Battle Royale get, whether it be cosmetic or mechanics, like, mantling, things like that, they usually take a few months, but we actually got it straight away, which is just crazy times. We've also got some new leaks. So there's a possible new Save the World zone. So the Maple Tree Valley zone was actually originally in the game. I believe it was in the alpha, but it was scrapped. And in this new update, it's been added back in. Whether this was intentional or not, we're not sure. This comes from Archer, who is a reliable source for Fortnite and, Fortnite Save the World things. This update also comes with some negative things. A bug with ninjas that can only jump once. So, it swings and roundabouts. Also, if you are new here in this video, do check out the channel. We do a lot of guides. We talk about Save the World. We do content for this all the time. We are active with Save the World content. So if that interests you, then yeah, please do check out the channel and subscribe for the future stuff. But I think this new update, maybe it's just me, I don't know, but I can't actually get into missions. It's that thing of the classic Fortnite bugs. I imagine you could probably play Battle Royale fine, but Save the World gets shafted. Oh, maybe it's actually going to let me go in now. It might actually let me go in, folks. We might be able to get in here. Before, it was giving an error, and I was getting a bunch of different errors as well in the main menu. Not even on Save the World, just the main menu of Fortnite, because the game's so convoluted these days. But yes, a new zone potentially. That's crazy to talk about. We need to talk about that. There's also a new mission called Stack the Bones. Get some revenge, kill some storm creatures, and create a monumental bone stack. Now, supposedly, this was also something that was added in alpha, or pre-alpha, whatever it's actually called, but was taken out and now has come back in. Now, as I say, we don't know if this is intentional or if it was accidental. Maybe there'll be a patch in a few days to take it out, but I think it's important to talk about it because we have got new weapons, we've got new heroes, all this year in Save the World. So I think it's not unreasonable to assume. Look at my little peely bone dog. Now, if you don't know what these sidekicks are, it's basically just pets, but that can actually follow you around. So if I move about, you can see my little peely bone following me around. You can pet them, which actually shows whose person it is. You can see my icon there. It shows that, which makes me think that teammates can see them. They did say when they released them that enemies would not be able to see them. So in Battle Royale, of course, if you're hiding in a bush or if you're in a fort, you don't want your pet running around and enemies seeing that, giving away your location. So they can't take damage, anything like that. But they do, if we get into combat, like we did earlier, you'll see the eyes get angry. See if we can sort of trigger that over here. But yeah, they're purely cosmetic. I think the individual ones do look quite expensive. I don't know where my peely bone's actually gone. Well, maybe it's afraid of the combat. Maybe they can't go in the storm. Who knows? We're actually, just using these for the first time. I believe that's my pet. The little trail behind me. Let's get in the circle, because maybe we're learning these things together right now. I'm pretty, yeah, it spawns back in. Maybe it just can't go in the storm, who knows? If we just stand here and wait for the storm to come in, we'll see it. But yeah, they're adorable. Can't wait to get more, but they are quite expensive. Oh, you can see the angry eyes a little bit through the grass. But yeah, let's see if they despawn when the storm comes in. Yeah, immediately. Oh, it's when I go into the storm. They immediately just disappear. But yeah, they're extremely adorable. This one you can get in the Battle Pass, which I'm sure many of you will be getting anyway, because you can get your V-Bucks back if you play the game enough. You can actually make 500, I believe, if you do the bonus tiers. So I'm sure everyone will be getting this one, this little adorable one. But yeah, just in case people didn't know what they were. But they are actually available in Save the World. We're playing Save the World right now, which is crazy. I didn't think we'd actually get them. A lot of people were asking on Reddit before the season started. But yeah, when they announced them, they did say you'll be able to use them in Save the World. You can use them in Lego, but they don't turn into Lego, but you can use them in Lego. And if people make their creative maps, allow for it, you can use them in creative as well, which is it's amazing. Like, it's just a shame that some of them might be quite expensive. I love it. It's not unreasonable, I don't think, to assume that we might get new content. So I'm pretty positive about it. I think we might see something. Now, the only thing is, I don't believe this new zone would be, a full home-based zone like Stormwood, Plankton, Canny, Twine. I don't think it'll be like that. It doesn't look any more menacing than Twine. Generally the areas sort of look more difficult, more menacing. I don't believe that's the case here. That's part of the reason why I don't think it is just going to be a straight up new area. It could be some sort of venture zone. It could be a mini event. This is something that predates even ventures. So whether they would use it as ventures, who knows? It could just be for, one of those event missions that has the book icon on the map. Those take you to, undisclosed locations sometimes. And that could just be what we're talking about here. But it's hard to tell at this point. Now, Archer has actually put out an update saying that he's deleted the initial tweet about the mission, the Stack the Bones mission, and some of this stuff has accidentally been re-added from the alpha build, and he thinks it's not permanent, but he didn't say anything about the area. He just talked about the zone, which makes me think the mission, might not be there, but the zone might be. So again, it could be an event mission. Who knows whether that event sort of mission, the Stack the Bones, would have taken place in the Maple. It doesn't really line up thematically, but who knows? It is Fortnite after all. They do crossovers with Simpsons, Family Guy, and a billion other things. So I wouldn't really put it past them. What do you guys think? Do you think this stuff is legitimate? Do you think it's just accident? It was just added back in as an accident? Do you think it was actually meant? Do you think it'll stay? Or do you think it'll be removed in the next update we get? I'd love to know what you guys think about this stuff. Now, I do like to think this is, optimistic for us. As I said, we've had new weapons, we've had new heroes this year. Well, I say weapons, plural. It was just one weapon. But, it's nice to stay positive, I think, and maybe think that they are considering adding new areas, new missions, anything like that. But as I say, I don't think it would be a fifth home-based area or, a fifth zone in that respect. I think it would be smaller than that. I don't think they would reach that bar that quickly. Could be wrong. And, maybe it is nothing entirely. Who knows? That's why I'd like to know what you guys think. Do you think it is legit, or do you think it's just, pure accident? I wouldn't be too surprised about that. They have added and removed stuff in the past that wasn't meant to be put in. So, this wouldn't be first. But I like to stay positive. And, there's a lot of chatting going on Reddit about whether this is legit, whether it is actually happening. And, a lot of people are optimistic. But then I think for every person that's optimistic and thinking this actually might give something, there's about two others that are just immediately shutting them down. And honestly, they're probably, very realistic and just managing expectations, which, we're trying to do. But it's also nice to stay, excited about things like this. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments about this. Do you think it's legit, or do you think it's just a bunch of nonsense? Maybe we'll do a poll, figure out what's what. But yeah, if you are hopping on Save the World, or just, Battle Royale in general, and you're checking out the new Battle Pass, enjoy the pet. I'm sure there's going to be many more to come. Let me know which one's your favourite as well. Be sure to use code CammyG if you do buy that Battle Pass, especially if you buy it over the weekend, because that will give more, support a creator to me through the creator program, because there's a limited time 3 times bonus at the moment, which is an amazing way to support me if you can't any other way. So thank you so much if you do. But yeah, I'll leave it there for the video. I don't want to go on too long talking about this stuff because it is, sort of speculation, stuff like that. But definitely get in the conversation. I'd love to chat to people about this if you are you're wondering if it's actually legit or if it is just a load of baloney. So yeah, definitely pop something in the comments. But thank you so much for watching. And yeah, I'll let you get back to the grind. Hopefully you can do your mission successfully, which we were actually able to do after the first attempt to get in there. It's a shame I didn't record the error just to show I wasn't making it up. It was genuinely messing up. But yeah, cheers for watching. I'll see you later.